problem number 1 asks us to identify the following and give the degree and leading coefficient. Identify the following, then give, well, this is a polynomial, and the degree is the highest valued exponent. So this is a 2. I got an exponent of 2, a 1, and then a none. So the highest valued exponent is 2. So I'm going to say that the degree is 2, and the leading coefficient, well, that's the coefficient of, right, the leading coefficient is just the coefficient, the multiplier of the leading term, the term that gives you the degree. So we have a second degree polynomial. The leading coefficient is 4. Okay? In problem 2, let's identify the degree and the leading coefficient. Now, look at the variable here. The exponent is a 1. So the degree here is 1. You know what? I'm just going to write it here. The degree is 1, and the leading coefficient, that's the coefficient of the term on which you find the degree. So the degree appears right here, and that coefficient, the multiplier, is a 2. So that leading coefficient is a 2. So again, we want to find the degree and the leading coefficient. Well, the degree, this may look a little odd, but really, here's what this is. This is really 5 times 1, but 1 I could write like this. 5 times y to the 0, right? Y to the 0, assuming that y is not 0, this is equal to 1. All right, so what's the exponent on here? The exponent is a 0. So when I just write this 5, it's 0 degree. All right, so the degree of this one is 0, and the leading coefficient, well, I'm going to write this as 5. I have a little problem with that because it's not really a multiplier of anything unless you think of it in terms of y, 5 times y to the 0. But for the problem, in order to get the right answer, I'm going to put a 5 here. Okay, now, looking back at all 3 of these that we've done so far, this first problem here, all right, there's 1, 2, 3 terms. This is a trinomial. Try for 3. In the second problem, there's only 2 terms. This is a binomial. And in the third problem, there's a single term, so this is a monomial, or monomial. Here in problem number 4, let's count the number of terms. I've got 1, 2, 3 terms, so this is a trinomial. Now, what is the highest degree here? All of these are A's. The variables are all in A's. The highest degree is 3. So this is a third degree polynomial. So this is going to be a third degree trinomial. And the leading coefficient, well, what's the multiplier of that term right there? That's the term on which we get the degree. That's the highest degree term. What is this coefficient? There's nothing written there, but it's assumed to be a 1. So I'm going to write a 1 here.